You started acting young.
Relatively young. I did my first film when I was 17, an Australian film called Spotswood. And then I did some more theatre, and I went to drama school for a little while, dropped out of there. And then Muriel's Wedding came along. That was this was my second film. I was a baby. I was 20 when I made this. And it was hugely life-changing, and there is no way in the world at that age that I ever would have imagined sitting here now, 25, 26 years later. It is a huge honour and incredibly overwhelming in the best possible way.
So this is going to be kind of broad, but thinking back to your 17-year-old self, what was it about acting? Why acting? You know, what drew you to it?
Well, then I think about when I was 14, desperate to be in the school musical we were doing, and it really woke me up. I suddenly felt like I could really express myself, and I think I became addicted to simply doing that, accessing parts of myself that I never really could and finding an outlet for them. Very selfish.
So wait a minute. So the appendix thing, was that before or after 14?
I was 11.
All right, tell them.
I lied. I pretended I had appendicitis and they were taken out.
She took it to the point of surgery. So you were acting before 14.
My dad says I came out of the womb, just saw the light and had jazz hands. I did a lot of dancing before I discovered acting, yes.
All right. So when Muriel came your way, where were you in life? You were an actress. You'd done a movie already, right?
Yeah, I'd done that one film, Spotswood. I think I was delivering pizzas. I'd been to NIDA, which is the National Institute of Dramatic Art in Sydney, and whilst there, in my second year, I was offered to leave and work at the Sydney Theatre Company with a brilliant theatre director called Neil Armfield, playing Sonia in Uncle Vanya, opposite Geoffrey Rush. And I couldn't say no. It was a big leap because they make you feel like drama school is everything. But I remember talking to my then agent, and it was a year away from Muriel's wedding, and I said, I don't want to leave, do the play, and then not have anything else to do. And she said, well, there is this one thing waiting to be financed, gave me a basic description of it. Weirdly, a year later, I was just thinking, I wonder what happened to that, called her, and she was like, oh, this is crazy timing because it is happening, and she was going to call me about it.
Oh, you're kidding. Wow. So that was, you mentioned the people you were working with in the theatre. That was part of what ended up being kind of a big Australian invasion of actors hitting sort of a more global stage. Were you conscious of that? No, you all were just doing your thing.
I had no idea what I was doing. It was all one foot in front of the other.
I mean, this was the first big movie Rachel Griffiths had as well, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I think she'd done some TV in Australia before this. I think for everybody involved, it was
the big thing.
Life-changing, yeah. It gave us careers. I mean, we didn't know what it was at the time, but now in retrospect, we know that.